All right, let's talk about SMART goals. We've all heard the term. I'll just review it briefly for those of you who may not have or who need a refresher course like me. SMART is an acronym, and it's a way of setting goals that's very productive and very efficient. The first one is specific. That's the S. Measurable is the M. Achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Those are the acronyms. So first of all, let's talk about specific. You want to be specific with your goal. That means don't be vague. There's a lot of people that just say, I want to lose weight. Well, that's not specific at all. I want to lose 30 pounds of weight. That's much more specific. You see, I want to eat better. No, I want to eat a certain number of vegetables and no sugar. That's more specific. So some examples, but be specific. Make it so that, because it's a challenge. If you're not specific, there's no way of tracking whether or not you actually accomplished it. And that's true. I work in marketing, and in marketing, sometimes our clients will set marketing goals. Which I want to grow. I want to be bigger, more profitable. That's we'll ask them what your goals are. I want to be more profitable. Well, what does that mean? No. I want to increase profits year over year by 20%. There, now that's specific. It gives us something to work toward. We need to be specific in our goals. So measurable. It has to be measurable. I think this goes piggyback with specific. If it's specific, it's going to be measurable, I think. So you have to have a way to measure it. I am going to generate 50 new clients or new sales by the end of the month. 50. So if you did 49, you didn't achieve your goal. If you did 51, you achieved your goal. It's measurable. You know exactly what you did or didn't do. Achievable. Your goal needs to be achievable. A lot of times we get this pie in the sky, I want to conquer the world attitude, which is great. As entrepreneurs, we have a tendency to want to do great things and big things. You need to be realistic. And so achievable is important, because if you are always putting goals out there that are just too far out and you're just not going to make it, then you're going to find yourself disappointed a lot. Because you're going to set goals, you're going to work your butt off, and you're not going to make it at the end of the day. So achievable, they need to be achievable. You want them to stretch. You want it to be a good goal. You want it to be hard. You want it to be just out of your comfort zone, just beyond your reach. So you have to stretch yourself a little bit to achieve it. But achievable, very important. Okay, so that's the A. So we've got specific, measurable, achievable. The next one is relevant, and this one is one of my most favorite of the list. Relevant. Your goals need to align with your passion, because they will automatically be relevant. So if you have a relevant goal, it's something that is meaningful to you. It's something that hits you deep down inside, just like your passion. So you want to make sure that your goal is relevant. Ask yourself this question: if I achieve my goal, what will it mean to me? How much of a difference will it really make to me? And if the answer is mediocre, it's probably not very relevant. If your goal is such if it's such a goal that you get excited even thinking about achieving it, there's a relevancy there that's manifesting itself. So I encourage you, when you're setting your goals, make sure they are relevant. And then finally, time-bound. That's the T in SMART. Time-bound, you need a deadline. You need, I will do this by this. And it has to have a date. You have to have a deadline. If you don't, then it just is nebulous and there's no clarity. So you have to have all those things for a SMART goal. Now that's a lot of work to put into a goal. If you think about it, you got to sit down and you got to spend some thought behind it. In the SMART, or the 3x5 goal setting system, I don't do that process for all of my goals, because it just becomes so cumbersome. I do it for my one main goal, which I put at the top of my of one of the pages or one of the sides. Your one main goal in life. What one thing are you working on? And that's all I focus on, is one main goal. Okay, that's a SMART goal. I spend time with it. I make sure it's relevant. I make sure it's achievable. I make sure it's time-bound. All the things in the SMART acronym. And then I write it down. I start writing it down every day. So once that's down, now I have monthly activities and weekly activities and daily to-do lists. Those aren't all SMART goals. I don't spend as much time on those because I've spent my time on my one main goal. And what I do is break it down and say, if I can do this month and this next month and the month after that, so I want to achieve this in 12 months from now, I'm going to break it into 12 different months. So month 1, I'm going to do this, month 2, and then inside of each of those months, as I'm planning my month, I say, okay, my week 1, I'm going to do this, my week 2, I'm going to do this, all things that are going to move me toward that SMART goal. So I use SMART goals, but I use them sparingly. I don't SMART goal everything because it's just overkill. So that's my take on the SMART goals and how the SMART goals work in the 3x5 goal setting system. If you haven't yet, go over to 3x5goals.com, 3x5goals.com. Sign up. For a limited time, I'll send you a free sampler for a month. Get some feedback. Hopefully, I'll let you try this out. Let me know what you think. It's working for me. I love this system. It keeps me on track every day, and I'd love to hear more feedback from people like you who want to try it out with me. So have an awesome day. Set SMART goals. Don't overdo it. Don't overcomplicate. Simple, simple, simple. Simple is beautiful. We don't have to be overly complicated to do great things. We can simplify. So SMART goals in the right places and then activities toward those goals, and you're going to be on track.